This is my audience.
In many developed countries, children are raised with the notion that their worth as individuals is based upon their intellect. Many children in school deal with an extreme amount of stress that stems from the expectation of good grades, good test scores, and other things like that in order to be successful in life. Many schools provide a gifted program in which schools place children on a superiority complex based upon IQ scores. In this speech, we will dive into the viability of IQ tests and its effect on the human being's personal opinions of oneself. What is an IQ test? Merriam-Webster defines an IQ test as a test designed to determine the relative mental capacity of a person. Many schools use IQ tests to determine whether a student can be categorized as above average. Now that we know what an IQ test is, let's dive into its ethical points. Is an IQ test really ethical? Let's look at a hypothetical situation. Bobby is a student. He's always been good at school, has never struggled. He's good at testing, always get good grades. He's at the top of his class. He is eventually asked to take an IQ test to test into the school's gifted program. He has a bad day and doesn't do well on the IQ test. He is deemed average. This causes an experience of a major self-esteem hit, and he never thinks of himself as the same student ever again. Also, studies show that certain groups, such as those who receive lower income and certain minorities, receive lower test scores. By using IQ tests, are we supporting racism by saying that certain groups are better than others and more intelligent? Different opportunities provide different knowledge in schools. If you go to a bigger city, you're more likely to have a better chance in becoming exposed to better curriculum and in turn having a higher IQ score. Ethical issues become a heavy point in the validity of IQ scores, but are they even accurate? IQ tests have a lot of discrepancies in their accuracy. For instance, there are many influences in what determines your IQ test. For instance, your mood that day, your motivation, your health, and your reward. If you just aren't having a good day and you have no motivation to take the test as if you're being forced to, you are not likely to do very good. But if you have a reward ahead of you for taking the test, you have more of a chance of doing well in the test and getting a higher IQ score. In conclusion, I would like to propose that IQ tests are not an accurate representation of intellect. They pose greater harm to an individual because of each person is unique and intelligent in their own way. In the words of the ever-brilliant Stephen Hawking, in response to being asked his IQ, I have no idea. People who boast about their IQ are losers.